Hi and welcome to another week with us. We are Sarah and Luke and we are building our dream home in Portugal. Last week was bright, sunny and beautiful and we got organized. We cleared all the stones from inside our future dream home and we lined them up in rows and according to size on the beautiful plateau in front of the house. And we have called it Stone Merchant's Alley. And now once the weather clears up and Luke can start building walls again, he can just walk down and pick the perfect stone for the build. But this week there was a huge contrast in weather with all the rain that we have been having. But it's not all doom and gloom. Luke had time to try a few experiments out and we are really excited to show you the results.
Okay, I think I have everything. I'm really excited that I'm doing this. What am I doing? Let me tell you. So a couple of months ago we dropped that wall in the ruin and we were going to start building. This is before I realized that the weather's going to get too cold to build. The mortar is going to be frozen, so I can't build. But I was planning to build that wall, which has the first window that we're actually going to build. I'm actually going to build in the ruin. So Dirk being Dirk, he quickly gave me a detailed design so I don't get stopped, kind of. That's what he's like. As soon as I'm working on something, he makes sure I've got everything I need from his end. He's awesome like that. And yeah, he said, what are you going to do for the door sills and the window sills? We need the window sill if we're going to start building that wall first. And I thought about it, and he said you can either buy the granite slabs, you can find them about 20 thick and as wide as your door or window, or he said, are you going to try and find the rocks or stones or boulders on your own land and then get them and do it like that? I thought about it for a bit, and there's a lot of sills. I might have some big stones like that, some flat ones. I know of 2 or 3 maybe that I know of closer down by the river, which will be a nightmare to get to with the tractor, and then you have to clean them up. And so I was trying to avoid that, and then I started thinking, hold on, I'm pretty decided that in the kitchen I want polished concrete worktops because I really, really like them, and I think you can get something really, really beautiful for obviously much, much cheaper than using natural stone or tile or marble or whatever, or granite. So yeah, I told Dirk, what do you think about making them out of concrete? I also really like terrazzo as well. It really is really beautiful. Some of them are really beautiful. So I thought this is the time to experiment. I've been collecting things for the past couple of months. First thing I want to do is do a couple of sample sizes of different sands, different aggregates, different mixes, and see what we end up with. And hopefully by the time I come to building the window and the weather heats up, I would have decided on something and maybe have my first windowsill ready. Hopefully doing all this for all the window doors and sills will give me the experience to knock out some amazing kitchen worktops in the future once we have a roof and doors and floors and all that. This is a lot of fun, obviously. So, what do I have? I've got melamine over here for the molds. I've got a big sheet. I'm going to cut it up now and create the molds. I'm not going to do them too big so I can do a lot of different things. I found a website online that sell all these things for kitchen worktops. I've got glass fiber, 3 types of them. I've got alkali resistant glass fiber. I've got acrylic, and this one is PVA, 1/4 inch length. Then I have, this is the GFRC Admixture 6, which is an additive that they add to the concrete mixes. It's basically polymers, chemicals, and minerals. This basically makes the concrete stronger, It has water reducers in it, even though I'm going to add another one over here to reduce the amount of water you put into it, which makes it stronger. There's also retarders if you're working in a hot country, or accelerators if you're working in a cold country. There's also shrinkage reducers. So yeah, anything you find in these premixes for kitchen worktops, this is pretty much the additive that they add, the 6-part additive. So I got some of that. I've got some plasticizer. I don't know if I'm going to use that one because I have this super plasticizer, which is a reducer 555 liquid water reducer. So this is, you can add less water to your mix, so and it will still give it a certain maneuverability, pliability, makes it easy to work with less water. A demolding spray. I've got some beeswax, some old beeswax. That's so the silicone comes off easy. You'll see when I get into it. Then I have my materials. So I have white fine sand. These are all locally sourced sands. I've got the Norma River sand that I actually sifted through just to get it to, I'm not even sure how big the screen is, but yeah, that's just the Norma River sand. This is the yellow sand, they call it here. It's really a beautiful color. It's nearly red, really. Orangey. Beautiful. And then these are out of a big piece of granite and other bits and pieces, out of the same granite that the ruin is built out of. So I just smashed it all down, I put it through screens, kept grading it till I got a nice sand, or crushed granite rock, I guess, rock powder, and then a fine aggregate. This is maybe 3mm, I think, and a bigger one. There's all types of things in this. There's quartz. I think this is feldspar, the black. Was it glass? Some people say there's gold. Haven't found any yet. But look at that. That's what our house is made out of.
1, 2, 3, go!
We have some quartz, which we have loads of on the land. And I pounded it in my pestle and mortar just to get some smaller bits. This is just for the top, for where you can see it. This is more for probably for the kitchen worktops, but I'm really excited to try those, so I'll probably keep going with my experimenting. Then I have some white cement. I'm going to be using white cement for all the mixes. I've got a table saw behind you. I'm going to take these off. Grab my melamine. They use melamine because it's so smooth, so you can get a nice smooth finish. Let's mark it up, see how big we're going to do the sample sizes, cut them up, and hot glue them together. So let's get all this stuff out of here before the table collapses. So I've got 4 different types of sand. Well, rock dust and 3 sand. Okay, we've got to write everything down so then we can replicate the one we like, obviously.
You guys are gonna miss me when I'm gone. Huh? Molly's going to miss me for sure. I'm going to go to Malta to see your Nana. And you're gonna stay with Daddy. Okay? And I will miss you. I will miss you like crazy. Yeah. Kiss it. Papa. Papa. I haven't seen the sky in ages, and today I think it looks like it's a beautiful day to take you on a little walk. You want to go down with Mummy? It has been raining so much, the water's flowing all over the land. And I just want to show it to you. And also, I am going to miss this land because I am going on holiday. I won't be gone super long, but 10 days, 11 days in all, and I'm gonna miss the land like crazy. So hopefully the weather holds up. Papa! Papa, Theatica! Papa, can you sit? Who's sitting? Sit, please. Good boy, Alfie. Sit, Papa. Sit, sit. Good girl. This has been flowing for a good 3 months. It is gushing. And this will be the main water source on our land, because can you imagine if we managed to save all this water for the last 3 months, flowing like this, how much we'd be able to have? We'd be sorted for the whole year. And actually this part of the land is higher than where the ruin is. We did find a black pipe buried from the ruin, and it seems like it led to here. So way back when, I think they used this water source too. Oh my goodness, do you remember the sky just a few minutes ago? Okay. Well, this is the day now, guys. I hope I managed to take you on that walk. It's still beautiful on this side, but this side? Yeah, not so much. You know what, the weather is probably going to change into not so nice, but I'm still going to take you on that walk, and I'm going to try and get Timmy to tag along. Molly, you want to go walkies?
I come from the land down under.
Play with it! Before I take you on a walk, I would love to mention the sponsor of today's video, Wild. And today I want to introduce the new Midnight Bloom collection that they are launching. And Wild have paired them with a black rose and velvet refill. They are really easy to refill. You want to smell? Smell it. They have gentle, safe and effective formulas. Their body wash will keep you feeling smooth and smelling great from head to toe. And their roll-on antiperspirant has 72 hours sweat control. I just love their special editions when they have them. And because I already have my own engraved stick deodorant, which I love and can refill, I have started packing as well, and I have packed a few for family and friends. Wild deodorant and some amazing refills. And of course, I'm taking mine. All Wild products are vegan and cruelty-free certified. And Wild's mission is to shake up the throwaway culture of everyday bathroom products with refillable products that actually work. And they have saved over 600 plus tons of single-use plastics from the landfill so far. So think about it. If you have been looking for ways of reducing your carbon footprint while smelling amazing with a product that will keep you fresh, then why not check them out? We have been using their products for months now, and we absolutely love them. Luke smells more amazing for longer. And I just love that we are doing our little part for the planet. Wild deliver anywhere, and I love this, for every purchase they plant a tree. If you want to add this great smelling, planet loving, tree hugging essential to your list, then I have left the link in the description below. Turn to me. Good boy. High five. Good boy. High five. Good girl. Okay, take it. Good, good. Clever, clever. Kiss me. Oh, clever girl. Okay, shall we go walkies? You want to go walkies down this way? We're going. Okay, shall we go? Let's go. Timmy. If you feel you can't do it, we go somewhere else. Come. Come, Molly, this way. No, this way, down. Oh, right this way. Okay. Wow, that's very high for Molly. Come to me. Let's go this way. Good girl. Go, guys. Molly, come here. Good girl. It's crazy.
So this is some beeswax. Ooh. And I'm just going to put that around the seams, so then I can put silicone, press it, and then it'll be easy to take off the excess silicone if there's wax. So let's see if this is going to work. Let's see. If it is. So very little, which will be cleaned off before we actually pour. Hello.
Hello.
Silicone time.
See you later, Chumpy.
Get out of here. Okay, there you go. It does look like a mess right now, but hopefully it'll dry, and me putting that wax, I'll be able to peel everything off, theoretically. So let's leave these to dry, and then hopefully we'll come back, peel them, clean them, and start mixing. Exciting! Okay, so the silicone's dried, and it comes off pretty easy because of that wax. It's one piece, kind of. Ding, ding, ding. See? Because of the wax, comes off clean. Very good. Might be good to do with a scraper as well. Much easier, actually. I really don't need to stay fiddling around with silicone and all that, just because they're trial pieces. But the more I do this, by the time I come to my kitchen worktops in a few years, I'll be a pro. That's the plan, anyway. Okay, now I got all the silicone out. I'm just going to use my mold release agent just to clean them with. So I'll just spray a bit to get rid of that wax that I put in, so the silicone doesn't stick. You want a nice clean mold. Okay, I've worked it all out. Let's do the first one. I'm really excited. Okay, next one is going to be granite dust, granite aggregate, and all the other bits just to make the cement. But basically it's reconstituted granite stone. That's my plan. I'm hoping this is going to be the winner, that it's going to look really good, because it's the stone that the ruin is made out of. So let's get going. So we start off with the water.
Luke needed to wait 48 hours for them to dry, and for those 2 days, it rained the whole time. I spent most of that time indoors, but Luke had a different idea.
Shut up, Chuckies! Ah. Alrighty, look what I've got, guys. So let's open these up. I did buy this awesome wet sander. I haven't used it, never had one, never used one. I've got it hooked up to some water here. Let's see how messy it's gonna get. I don't think I need a mask because everything's wet, so hopefully I'll be okay. If not, I'll go grab one. And then I've got all my sanding discs from 15 to 3000 over here. So I think for the floors you don't want to polish them too much, I guess, but we'll see how we go. Let's see if the sander works. I think I'll put it on 50 first, right? Start from the... Get them out of the molds first. I only glued these on with a hot nail gun, so they should be pretty easy to remove and to use again, which is nice. Ooh! Wow! Oh, I'm really gonna like these. I'm gonna love them. Look at that! It's not even polished. It's not even polished, and it's so smooth. Nice edges. Really nice edges. Wow. Whoop! Don't even have to. Oh, wow! I can't wait to polish them now. Another beauty. It's just so smooth, that melamine, because we use melamine. Number 4. Awesome. Okay, I've got some holes here. Bottom's really good though. 4. Hey. Quite a few holes here. Can fix that. Okay, I need to get an apron or something because I'm getting completely soaked. Oh, and it's raining. I didn't even notice because I'm so wet. I haven't touched the side that was the melamine side, which is the side I wanted to use because it's super smooth. But I did the other side with the 50 grit. Look at that, like terrazzo. It's terrazzo. That's really nice already, and that's with the 50 only. So wait till I polish it. That's really fun. Okay, that should do it, I think. Okay, so here's the first one. First time using my machine, which is awesome. I do have to get used to it on the speed and what grit to start from. This side, which is the top, the pieces are bigger than the bottom. Why is that, eh? This is really a nice finish. It's really, really nice, I like it. I did try to curve the edge over here, but like bigger pieces started coming off. So hopefully I'm going to sand all these now behind me. From both sides, you know, get some experience in. Maybe I should leave this a little bit longer before I do the edge, maybe, or only do it with a very high grit sandpaper. We'll see. Experimenting time. But that is a result, eh? It looks like marble for kitchen worktops. Ooh, this is awesome. Nice. I guess we'll have to see them varnished and against the wall in the ruin so we can see how it contrasts. But there's also a lot of holes. Now the way to fix that is to make the same mix that you would have made, a slurry, without the aggregate obviously, or the glass fibre, and then just put it through like now I would do that. Put it everywhere, so there won't be any, everything would be the same, you know. You don't just fill in one hole, because otherwise it'll show, but you just do the whole thing, and then you sand it down, not wet sanded, just with a normal 250 grit or something. But I'm not going to bother with that yet. We'll do that in the future. First I want to decide on which one we're going to do. So I'm going to leave these to dry for a day, and then we'll varnish them. That's where you're going, pretty girl. That's a nice girl. What a nice girl. You came with the daddy. So I put a couple of coats of sealer, concrete sealer on them, and waited for them to dry. I'll probably eventually, when we do make them, put more sealer, more coats, but for this purpose it's fine. So let me know which one you prefer in contrast with the wall. So we'll be making the sill out of this, and most probably also the border around the door or window, and also covering the concrete lintel. Number 1, river sand, and sanded very little so we don't have big pieces of the granite aggregate. The border is probably going to be around between 10 and 15 centimeters around the doorway. Definitely on the lintel it'll be 15 to cover the beam, the concrete beam. So I mean, this is what, 20? What do you think? Number 1. Number 2. This is the yellow sand, but I sanded it down a bit more. I could make these sand it a bit less, but I was learning, so that's also a choice. So this is number 2, the yellow sand. Number 3, white sand. Once again, I sanded this a bit too much, so the aggregate pieces are a bit big, more looking like terrazzo. Yeah, white sand, number 3. Number 4, I'm going to show you this anyway, but I'm definitely not going to make it out of the granite dust, just because of all the work that's involved, and it's pretty similar to the river sand, which is very cheap and easy to get. So even though I really like it, it is a slightly different color, but for the amount of work and the amount of difference, it's not worth it. This is number 7, which is the same color because it's made out of the granite dust, so maybe you could see more of an idea of what it looked like. So 4 and 7, I doubt I'll be doing. And then number 5 and number 6, the last 2. I'm liking these more without the granite aggregate showing. This is with the glass fibre. I'm liking one of these two. A solid colour, no bits. If there is some glass fibre showing when I actually do it, I'll try and get a concrete sprayer, so when you're actually pouring it, you can spray it without the glass fibres first and then fill in just like they do with the kitchen countertops, so you don't get the glass fibre showing, but it's not that bad either really. White sand and no granite, that's not ugly, eh? Kind of like that. What about number 6? I'm not too sure. I think I like this one the most. Okay, let me know what you think. I am leaning to number 5 and number 6. No aggregate, white sand or yellow sand. Maybe next time I should make a river sand one without any bits, because it'll give us a slightly different colour to that. That was a fun project. Really looking forward to actually doing the sills now. Let us know in the comments below.
That was a very successful experiment indeed. I hope you enjoyed spending another week with us, and hit that subscribe to see what Luke manages to clear up next week while I enjoy my trip to Malta.
She is.
Here I am!
She said she doesn't want to live in this disaster and she's leaving us.
I am going!
Wanted female partner to live off grid.
If you have been looking for ways of reducing your carbon footprint while smelling amazing with a product that will keep you fresh, while to deliver anywhere, and I love this, for every purchase, they plant a tree. If you want to add this great smelling, planet loving, tree hugging essential to your list, then I have left a link in the description below.